talking.
If we can only do it for up to 8 hours, I got to cut some of my notes real quick.
I took 0 notes.
I took a shitload. I thought we were gonna be a little better prepared this season, but
I was too busy live tweeting.
were you really?
Yeah. I
That's
got
pretty cool.
about 5 good zingers.
Did anyone pay attention to you?
We got some likes, but I thought I was being really clever, and then I went back to my normal account and I realized that Paul F. Tompkins was live tweeting The Bachelor too, and it was way better than anything I wrote. So I think Broses should just retweet everything he said.
Yeah, you can live retweet the entire show.
Yeah, I'll retweet everything he said next week.
Right. That'd be
from
good.
This week's episode. It'll be really confusing.
Have you started yet?
Yeah, well, not really. Hang on.
Great.
This is going to be a
posting
bitch
this.
to edit.
But we're live?
We are live.
On the
We're live
YouTube?
right now. We're live on the YouTubes.
How do we log in to see ourselves live on the YouTubes? Or do we just trust that it's happening?
Trust that it's happening.
I want the link.
I just sent the link to to Facebook, where all life begins.
Wait, aren't you supposed to tell our Twitter followers?
Oh yeah, I did. I need to do that. Hang on, I'll tweet it.
I see the link.
Follow us on Twitter, so I should be able to get it from there.
I love how you really hyped us up by just saying Broses is live.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Be a hype man a little bit. Broses is live.
Broses is live.
Nobody knows what Broses is.
Well, they will know. They will know. All right, you guys want to start the show thing?
Apparently, I don't remember my login credentials for Twitter. Oh, there we go.
That work.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch us. Is that
Jeff
gonna...
is-
Why would you do? I don't think that's.
I want to make sure we have at least one viewer.
We have one viewer. I don't
One
know who
is
that
watching
is.
now.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that was me. I
probably
closed it.
Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just start the show and let's move. Let's move.
Okay, I'm seeing us, and it's really creepy.
Yeah.
We're also on a slight delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it says one is watching us now, and I'm watching us.
All right. You guys ready to roll?
I guess we have to.
Yeah, let's do
Yes.
this.
I guess this is what we got into, so we're gonna have to here. Hey everybody, welcome to Bros is Before Roses. It's a brand new season. My name is Landon. I'm here with Scott
Hi,
and Mike.
Whoa.
and not Jeff.
Not Jeff.
Jeff did just text me right now about one of our fantasy basketball players that's doing well.
So he's
Great.
busy.
Yeah, he's checking in on us through
I
fantasy
expect that
basketball.
to continue for the rest of the night. You'll notice that we're recording remotely this evening. We're also broadcasting live out on the YouTubes, and we're remote, because Scott and I live far from each other.
I said, is there any way that I can not walk 2 blocks over to Landon's? It's raining.
You guys, the El Nino was going to wash us all away, so we thought we'd try this and see how it goes. Mike is all the way up in North Hollywood, so that's why his audio is so bad.
What's left of North Hollywood, this storm has really washed most of it away. But, our house remains. I have to wear a hat because we have no heat, and so I'm just trying to stay warm and trying to keep the looters out.
Great. Well, we'll get constant updates onto the state of that, I'm sure, as we go along. Guys, hey, The Bachelor started. Did you know that? Did you know that there was a Bachelor thing?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Did you guys know?
I had forgotten until Jeff eloquently reminded us with an email titled "Fuck you."
Right. Not sure where
I'm really glad
hostility
that
came from.
Jeff is around to get the group back together and then desert the group.
I thought that this would appeal to him, so that he wouldn't have to go anywhere or, do any, like he could just be in the comfort of his own home. I know that he doesn't like to be out after dark. I know that. So, I thought this would appeal to him, but I guess not.
I don't think he wants us to. I don't think he wants to invite a camera into his home. Can you imagine what kind of weird shit that would be?
Yeah, yeah, that's probably you're probably right about that.
I think we all dodged the bullet here, to be honest.
I feel like we're all showing a little too much of ourselves right now on the internet. Behind you says a lot about the conditions you live in.
That's true. Scott lives in a cave.
Landon has like a million hats.
Hey, with this hair, you gotta have hats.
Mike is a record collector, you fucking hipster.
I am. I've got a lot of records, and that's. I've got a sleeping dog over there. Maybe I can pose him in weird positions.
We'll see how things go. If it gets really boring, we'll start posing dogs. But let's talk about The Bachelor.
Yeah,
Hey!
let's. So we've got Ben, who's the Bachelor for this season, and what do you guys think about Ben in general?
I was excited going into this season about Ben. I thought he was a sharp guy. I had higher hopes than I did about Chris. I don't know. We don't really see a lot of the Bachelor in the first episode. We see a lot of random women, and we see a lot of the Bachelor going, "What? This is crazy. She's crazy. What's going on here?" So I didn't. He didn't let me down. He's interesting enough so far.
Yeah, I didn't really have much of a problem with him. I thought that he was going to be kind of dull, but he seems to be, I don't know, better than I thought, maybe. I'm trying to think what we thought of Chris before, the whole thing went down. I don't really recall.
I think we thought he was boring, which is the same kind of feeling I have towards Ben. I think Ben is kind of boring, too. I think he's fine. I think he just seems like a fine guy that you would work next to in a cubicle, and he would be, he'd do like Final Four pools and stuff for NCAA basketball, and like probably invite you to a bar every once in a while. But he just seems kind of boring for a bachelor. You need somebody who's going to spice something up.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag, but I was watching this episode in a room full of women, and they were fawning over Ben like he is the hottest thing since, I don't know, Chris.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's like
the
Chris
hottest
was
thing since the immediate last thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, women are so stupid. No, I think that's what I'm talking about though, because I thought that we thought the exact same stuff for Chris, and that he was boring or whatever it was, and then when he showed up again, like as one of like the Bachelor triumvirate, to like the Bachelor Council.
Why was he there, by the way? Those are two married men, successfully married men, and Chris, who didn't last, 4 months with the woman he chose.
I know. So
then briefly dated another woman with the same name that he met on Dancing with the Stars, and now is single again. There's your relationship advice.
Success.
Also, he has to watch the girl that he really wanted go on the show to try and get Ben. Oh, did I do a spoiler?
Well, no, that's not really a spoiler. I think we knew about that before.
Sorry,
you're right.
Spoiler alert, people.
No, you're right. But the minute that he showed up, I was like, oh man, that guy's crazy. I remember that guy and how crazy he is.
Chris?
So yeah, like he was all like, me, you gotta kiss them all, me, like it was just like really goofy. Like he just looked like kind of a goober.
Mike just made me realize something though. Chris is watching Ben go after Becca, who Chris wanted.
Yes.
But Chris dumped Caitlyn, who Ben got dumped by. There's a weird, yeah. So he could get revenge on Chris by dating Becca? I don't know how that works.
It's almost like it's a TV show. Yeah, I don't know. That whole, I didn't know that he was from Iowa, or Indiana, rather.
It's basically Iowa.
Yes, I guess so.
I think they were actually shooting that in Arlington, Iowa. One of the shots, Chris was in the background at that one coffee shop. It's like, oh, shit.
Oh, no, get out of there. Get out of there.
We already have enough B-roll. We only shot enough B-roll for this one season.
Right. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, I think Ben is totally, I think he's totally whatever. He'll reveal himself to be, he'll reveal more of himself as this goes on. Obviously, as it always does, because this is one of those weird, Pandora's box situations where it's once you open it up, things change and it's all weird, and you've got cameras on you for, that amount of time and the world revolves around you, that affects people in different ways.
Can we get to the girls now?
Let's get to the girls.
Can we do this in alphabetical order so people at home can follow along on the Bachelor cast sheet on abc.com/shows/?
Are you saying that for the people who are following along, or are you saying that for you?
I'm just saying it's easier for our listeners to keep up if we have faces and names in alphabetical order in front of us.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go through all of these people. Is there anybody that stood out to anybody?
Well, we could do this really quickly and say doesn't matter, and or if somebody actually left an actual impression. Amanda,
Okay.
Does anybody know anything about Amanda?
No.
Ooh. Let me see if I wrote anything about Amanda. Oh, she's an esthetician from the OC. She has 2 kids. She's 25, divorced with 2 kids.
Right.
And it won't last long is what I wrote.
Oh, I thought Amanda was adorable, actually. I kind of remember they did a B-roll package on her, I think.
They did.
They did, yeah.
She is adorable, but she's got 2 kids, and she's got like a made-up job.
Ben's a little young for that, yeah. I got to tell you, though, if somebody looks like Amanda, has 2 kids, and if you're like my age, you jump on that because that's a pretty good package deal.
She seemed really nice, but she also seemed like really hypersensitive. Like she seemed really like she was getting emotional and like starting to panic when she wasn't getting a rose on the first night.
Well, they were all panicking.
Yeah, well, yeah, except for the drunk one. Well, no, the drunk one was panicking the most, actually.
Yeah, right.
We'll get to her.
We'll get to her. Amber's back.
I like Amber. I always have liked Amber.
I agree. I love Amber, but I don't think Amber's going to last long, but I love Amber.
Amber looked a lot better on Bachelor in Paradise than she did in Chris's season.
Yeah.
Because everybody was nuts on Bachelor in Paradise, and she was like this cool breeze of reason and logic that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Amber.
I do too.
Becca, alphabetically, is next on the list.
Yeah, Becca's back.
She's likely still a virgin, right?
I'm assuming it's good TV that way.
They paid her to just continue to be a virgin.
Listen, whatever you do.
I don't think she's gonna last that long either.
I feel like she will. I think that if anything else, she's experienced enough to know how to get through it.
Huh.
She's also the kind of, like, I think she, like, hangs around. I think that's, like, what she's good at. You know, like, she kind of will fade into the background until it's time for her to come forward and strike. You know what I mean? Like, she's not going to do anything to get herself eliminated, but she's also not going to be, like, she's not going to make herself an issue, I don't think, until the time is right.
With Amber and Becca, do you play this differently? This is your second time around. Do you approach it, go a little stronger, maybe? Becca shouldn't change anything. She did really well, but Amber, maybe she wants to come in with a completely different game plan.
I think Amber will play it a little bit differently, yeah. Yeah, totally.
Brienne, her picture's black and white, so I don't think she matters.
She was, I just want to say quickly, Brienne was one of the worst first impressions ever. She was the complete moron that came with the bag of bread that said she doesn't eat gluten and just started breaking bread on the ground. That was one of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was basically saying, kick me off, don't give me a rose, because there's no way you can survive that. A bag of bread and start breaking? What is that? I don't even understand that.
It was a pun. It was a well-intended pun.
Hey, we're going to break bread, but don't eat gluten.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful. That's not someone you want to date at all.
Yeah. I didn't like that either.
She briefly said, "I don't eat gluten," and I thought Ben said, "Me neither." And
I mean, come on. You're going to agree with her. Yeah, totally.
All right. Kayla, she looked like she would be maybe a cheerleader in high school and has a very peppy attitude. I'm just basing this on her picture.
I thought she was okay. She was, I mean, you know, not terribly obnoxious, I don't think.
She's got the right attitude.
She does have the right attitude. You know, she was the one that's like, oh, I'm in software. So are you. So, you know, they've got a lot in common. There you go.
That's going to be some conversations that
It
gets cut
sure
out of the
will.
episodes. Do you do Linux, or what is your software based mainly on?
Yeah.
Emily, I think that Emily stands out from the next contestant. Did they purposely set Emily and Haley next to each other alphabetically?
Well, I mean, if
They
it
said
works,
we can't have anybody between E and H because we need the two twins to be together.
that's right. It works out. These twins. I think the twin thing is really weird.
Settled. I get it.
I'm just, I mean, I think it would be weird in any context, but like these twins are also like pretty. It doesn't seem to be all that normal to me.
Well, something that was brought up here is if you date two twins and you pick one of them, you're still gonna see the other twin. Like at Thanksgiving, at all of the family events, if you end up with the other one, you're going to see this girl that you dumped in all of the family events. Wouldn't that be slightly awkward? You can't date two twins and then choose one of them.
Yeah, right.
So I'm sticking with date them both forever.
You are now the king of the twins.
Did we lose Mike?
I think we did, but I think I think he popped back on.
He'll bounce back in.
He'll bounce back in, maybe.
All right. What is weird about the twins is that they make them talk to Ben together. That was a little awkward. They should at least get their own time.
Yeah, I agree. I was not a fan of that at all. And also, again, with them being so like horror movie, it's like they're talking at the same time, they're doing all that stuff, like they're really leaning into this twin thing, and no thanks.
Yeah, I think last season Jeff, actually, who is not currently present, but we should give him a shout out, had one of the best comments on twins, and that was, you're basically dating, if you do want to fulfill like the male fantasy of dating twins, which we agreed wasn't actually that great of a fantasy, but you're basically dating the same girl and paying for twice as many meals and movie tickets and everything else for the same girl.
Yeah.
Why is that an attractive thing? You're putting in twice the work for the same girl.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a nightmare to me. It's like, I've never really understood that whole thing.
Like if you had a mistress, would she look exactly like your wife?
It's like if you could build a robot. Well, no, that's a bad look. Any bad. This is all bad. There's no good.
Yeah, no. Okay, we're effectively squashing out the twins. I don't know, attractiveness.
There's nothing I could say, and also you can see in the reaction of all the girls, like whenever the twins walk in, they're like, "Oh, here we go, they got twins finally." Everybody was like really, really upset with it. So,
well, they tested the waters on Bachelor in Paradise, and they said, "What about? Okay, we're gonna have these sisters, and you date the sisters together." They were just setting us up for twins.
Yep, we are, and we are pawns in their game.
We are. Mike hadn't called back in.
He briefly joined, and then he.
I wonder if he's having a conversation because he's still recording the audio by himself.
I hope he. Let me. Oh God. Let me send him another thing. I don't know why he has such. Doesn't he work on computers?
On his resume, it says that. All right, so we're effectively taking 5. This won't be on the episode.
Oh no, we got to keep rolling.
Shit, booger, shit, fuck.
What if I want to? Why is that where your mind goes immediately? Yeah, the next person is Izzy, so it doesn't even matter because she's not moving forward.
She wasn't, but she wore pajamas, and I got to give her cred. She seemed really cool. She's a graphic designer. I honestly don't understand why Izzy didn't make it.
I think, she seemed okay. There's nothing, I mean, whatever. Graphic designers are crazy, right?
Yeah,
that's why she's wearing the pajamas, because she's quirky.
Yeah, but remember last year somebody showed up in really casual, like cowboy gear, and then they immediately changed into a dress because they were uncomfortable in the casual wear that they showed up in.
Yeah, that's right.
Izzy stuck with it. Izzy said, I'm going to wear footy pajamas the whole night, and then he sent her home. Because obviously there are other girls there that had more substance, like Lace, who we'll get to.
Oh, man.
Okay, Jackie. is apparently still around. I don't know her.
I don't. Yeah, did not make an impression.
Jamie, I don't really. She's pretty.
Can't remember where she came from.
I mean, if I click on her, I'll know where she came from.
They didn't really talk about her. Was not her time.
She's a bartender from Canada.
Oh, that's right. She's the Canadian.
She said she knew
right.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
She was making a joke that all Canadians know each other, but I think she really did know Caitlin.
Well,
Whatever.
Maybe they do. Maybe they do all know each other.
It's a conspiracy.
It is.
All right.
It's a very, very poorly kept conspiracy.
Jennifer's a small business owner. You want to get more detail than that, though, don't you?
I don't know.
Is that a business you don't want to talk about?
She's afraid to talk about her business.
Hmm.
Jessica got kicked off, and I don't remember who she was.
I don't know. I kind of like her. If you could be any animal, which one and why? Dolphin, good start. They're beautiful, intelligent, and are the only mammals to have sex for pleasure.
It's great.
But if she feels like they are the only mammals that do that, what does that say about humans?
I'm just glad that little factoid is out there.
Forever.
For someone to consume.
I like Jennifer. I'm going to say Jennifer's a dark horse. She's quirky and she seems like a good girl, but apparently, we've seen that dolphin side of things.
Uh-oh.
People like the risky girl.
Risky girl.
Jessica's gone.
Yep.
Joel/JoJo. I'm starting to miss Mike. Starting to miss him.
Yeah. I mean, I miss him. I miss him every day.
I mean, being down Jeff is one thing, but Double Bros is
not a good scene.
We're dropping like flies.
I know. I don't understand why this is so difficult for him.
I don't understand why I don't have any lighting in my apartment.
You never know how much light you need until you
never
start.
know what your lighting situation is going to look like to the audience,
to the outside world.
Do you guys just have extra lights? You just look especially bright.
Well, I think I'm sitting right under a light. There's a light up there.
Maybe I'll get a flashlight. Maybe I'll get my
There's
phone.
a light over there. There's lights everywhere. Lights all around me. Let me put this up here. This is bothering me. It's bothering me that I can't. Ugh. There we go. He said internet kicked me off.
I didn't realize they had filters for unnecessary Bachelor recaps.
Once again, Mike works in computers.
I have an update. Wait, can viewers see how many people are watching us, or is that just us?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm watching, and we have 3 people watching.
So we must have 2 random people watching. Oh, no, now just 1. Oh, now we have 2 more random people watching.
Maybe Mike just logged off so he could log in and watch us. So we're down one host because the one guy who works in computers has been kicked off of the internet.
I would just figure that his internet would be okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
We're halfway through discussing the Bachelor cast. I don't know what you thought you were going to get by logging into this channel, but we won't be talking about the NFL playoffs. That's Landon's other podcast.
Yeah, that's right. That's the Sportsmanship podcast.
You want to take a little time to plug your other podcast while we?
Well, I just did.
That's it.
Hey, jerks!
Look at this guy. This guy's back.
Oh man, this has been a long, rocky road, right?
Mike, isn't your job like to keep the internet going? Isn't that like part of your job?
It is. I'm in the extreme minority here, but I hate Wi-Fi, and I'm using Wi-Fi for this video feed instead of a landline, and so I'm having issues with it.
Okay.
I guess I can end with that because there's nothing really else to see.
So you're not hardwired into anything, is what you're telling me. And
I am not, and it's really bumming me out. So now I gotta get my notes again.
I'm
It's
living
okay.
Wi-Fi over here too. Just saying.
I'm on Wi-Fi.
I hate Wi-Fi. Did you guys jump ahead or did you guys stop when I disappeared?
Well, we kind of did both.
Cool.
We were talking about the NFL playoffs.
Oh, how they going? Wait, they haven't started.
No.
Who are we up to now?
We think the Cowboys are going to draft Manziel, or they're going to trade their fourth pick for Manziel.
That's the dream right there. I can't wait to see Manziel go. Manziel and Jerry Jones hooking up together.
Or they're going to draft somebody else, and Manziel's going to be wearing the mustache and the fake wig and go up there, and accidentally the Cowboys will draft him.
That's cool too.
He'll just walk into the Cowboys facility one day wearing that wig and mustache, and then just be, "What? I made draft Johnny football."
Or actually, Romo is so brittle, he's gonna replace Romo, but nobody will ever know, and Romo will just go into retirement, and then we'll think that he plays another 10 to 15 years.
That's right. That's a good idea. Now that we've proven that Johnny Manziel is the master of disguise.
I like your optimism that Johnny Manziel is going to play for 10 or 15 years.
He's capable of it. You know what? Vince Young could still play.
My God, you are the biggest Vince Young fan in the world.
Somebody's got to be.
I like me some Texas quarterbacks.
Wow, he's been out of the league for like 6 years now.
Colt McCoy's the best quarterback in Washington. Just saying.
Well, yeah, that doesn't take much, does it?
No. All right. So anyway, we were at JoJo.
Joe, wow, you guys just cruised through it. I just want to say real quick, I had Kayla as a dark horse front runner kind of person. You know, I have Kayla going to, before I saw like this is what's going to happen on this season. I thought Kayla was going to be one of those ones that's going to stick around to like Final Four or something. What'd you guys think of Kayla?
I thought she was okay. I mean, they both do the same thing, I guess. So, like, I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, if they can like relate to each other or whatever it is.
No. Kayla's the weird cheerleader girl.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She's like a software salesperson.
Oh, they both do the same thing. I thought you were talking about the twins because they were next, because they both do the same thing and they fucking suck and they need to leave. I hate the twins. I don't like the twin thing at all. I think it's the worst thing. I think the only thing worse than that is the Russian chick.
Yeah, I don't understand the Russian chick at all either.
Don't get it.
Did she ever like? Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but like, did they ever like have a time where they were actually just talking to her as a like in a way that you could understand her, not in Russian?
I didn't see it at all. I didn't see her speak one word of English.
I mean, I'm sure she did because he kept her around, and he wouldn't just keep her around just because she's Russian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, they had to talk, but like, I don't know if, but we didn't see that, right?
I did not see it.
I think they were going to try and see if through immersion they can take a complete Russian and just teach her English while on The Bachelor.
This is a weird, this is a weird ESL course.
Yeah, so he had to keep her on the show because it's part of the experiment, and then by the end of the show, she'll understand that he's proposing to her and be like, "What? No, that's weird."
Is this their weird? Is this their version of like the Claire talking to a raccoon, where it's just like one of those things that's just stupid and absurd, and we know that she speaks English, but they're never going to allow us to see her speak English?
No, we missed out on our Claire moment because the girl left.
No, the Russian's still there.
No, I know, but I mean the real Claire moment would have happened with somebody else, and she's gone. So.
Oh, that's right.
With the chicken lady.
Yeah,
No,
she sucks.
No, I'm sorry, that's not the Claire. Oh, yeah, okay, that could be Claire, but we also have an Ashley S., and she's still on the show.
That's true, yeah, you're right about that.
Is that stupid one from Portland?
We're jumping
Mandy.
all over the place.
Yeah, we gotta lock it down. So Kayla's good, the twins suck.
Jubilee is ex-military. I like her style. She's got a rockin' bod.
No,
she has the trashiest tattoos ever. I love them. She's got she just went and got a pamphlet that shows like the trashy tattoo places, and it was just like boom, right on my chest, boom, got that one, boom, right on my hip, got that one, right on my upper thigh, got that one. She just went down the list of trashy tattoos. It's amazing. I love it.
In summary, I love her.
She looks like she lasts a long time, which surprised me because they didn't seem to have that much of a connection on the first night. Am I
By
wrong?
she lasted longer, as in she got a rose, at least
Well,
one rose.
in
She got
the
at
in
least one
the
rose.
in the scenes from this season, it seemed that they showed her in a lot of different locales, and they showed her like making out with him a lot.
No,
Yeah.
episode 2 they go to Europe and to also
Already?
tropical islands on the same ship, and then they come back to L.A.
That's a
All
long
right.
episode.
Lace is,
The drunk.
boy, she's gonna be fun, isn't she? She got drunk really fast.
She's gonna be gone.
What was she drinking? Did anybody see?
I don't know.
Looked like champagne or wine, right? I don't drink either, so.
You do.
I
You used to
don't.
play that. You could play that card last year when we started this show, but
I-
now you're a drinker.
Have you ever seen me drink wine or champagne?
Okay, you're a drinker if you drink beer.
I'm just saying I don't drink either wine or champagne.
All right.
Whoa!
I'm okay.
Oh my god!
I'm okay, everybody.
That was a power sneeze.
My video feed cut to Landon because he made a really loud noise, and I obviously needed to see that he had sneezed.
I've got a cold.
Oh my land.
All right, suck it up and get through the show because Laura is in black and white, and
I
she's
liked
fun.
Laura.
Are we done talking about Lace?
She's going to be around for a while. I feel like we're going to have a lot of time to talk about Lace. Did you have any thoughts on Lace?
I thought like halfway through the episode I wrote that she is giving the best performance ever for one of those like get super trashed on the first night thing because she got Ben to take her aside and apologize for not being able to spend more time with her. But then she fucked it all up at the end when she went crazy and was like, "Why didn't you look at me at the rose ceremony?" Which was that was like such a great drunk girl thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you look at me at the rose ceremony? I looked at you and you weren't looking at me. I saw you. Trust me.
I wanted him to take her rose away right then.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Like, get out of here.
But
Did
it
you
looked
remember-
like he wanted to. That's why I don't think she's going to last long. I think he looked at that and said, "Here's your future. Do you want to deal with his bullshit?"
Yeah.
Did you guys remember when the first impression rose was laying out on the table and the girls were all around it, and then he just walked into the room and picked it up and left?
It's pretty
No.
great.
Wouldn't that have been amazing if he just like walked and just like tore it in half, threw it on the ground, and then just
This belongs to no one.
you all suck.
That
Who's
didn't
the-
happen though.
Then we get into the Laurens. There's 4 of them. Any of them stand out?
There
Yeah.
are 4 of them, aren't there?
I think Lauren B is she's one of my top ones.
Okay.
The flight attendant?
Yeah, she was good. He liked her. He kicked off the one Lauren that I thought was like the best one, Lauren R. She is really good looking. She's a math teacher from Houston, and I thought she was gorgeous, but I don't know what Ben didn't see in her, and she left.
Man.
I'm not watching any more episodes.
I was meh on her.
Yeah, I was too. Amanda really liked her. I don't remember anything distinct about her at all.
Well, we didn't get to see much of her. Every time they cut around to the group of girls waiting for roses, she was the best looking and was sane. She wasn't drunk, and there were people that were much crazier than her getting roses.
Scott, you're really pissed, huh?
Yeah,
I am. From now on,
write her a letter.
I'm going to tweet her.
Hopefully she's the next Bachelorette and you can go on that show, Scott.
That's what I threatened last time, and what did it do?
Nothing.
Didn't
You
even get us any more listeners.
You turned in your application 2 days after the deadline.
Hey, Nick got on mid-season.
Oh, that's
He
right.
turned
Yeah.
in his application like week 10.
That was one thing I was really happy about this year is that they brought on the 2 people from previous seasons on the first week. I think that's much more fair.
Yeah, I agree. You think that was like a choice because they think they learned their lesson, or?
Yeah. I think there was a ton of blowback last season.
Yeah.
I bet they regret not coming in late and skipping all those group dates.
Whoopsies.
The only Lauren that I like is Lauren B, and I think she's going to be really great. I think she's going to last for a long time.
I don't know.
Well,
All
fuck
right.
you.
Yeah. Not with that attitude.
You know what? You're right.
How about
I knew you'd see it my way.
how about Leah? She's an event planner from Colorado.
I don't even remember her.
She did something crazy at the start, right? Because the Colorado people are crazy. Lee is Colorado and Lace is Colorado, and they're both crazy.
Well, tell me. I mean, Mike, you're a tattoo guy. Tell me
Okay.
what you think of Leah based on her 2 doves on the back of my calves.
Oh, well, that's, I guess, not unique. I don't
Hold
know.
on, you didn't let me finish. That I'm having laser removal on.
Oh, that's like getting popular again these days. People are starting to laser removal stuff. I had a friend that I knew years ago that had tattoos all up and down her arms, and now she's getting them all removed, and they look awful. They just look like bruises now, all up and down her arms.
Oh.
Do you have any tattoos that you regret, Mike?
All of them, every single one.
Where we have a video feed. Can you show us any of your tattoos?
No.
Why are you wearing an ISIS hoodie, by the way? We are on a video feed. Can you just take time to explain that that's a band and that is...
I didn't know that was visible. Okay, first of all, I'm in my own house, and I don't think I need a dress code for my own house. But
You understand how the internet works, right?
I didn't even realize I was wearing this. And thirdly, ISIS. First of all, they're not even called ISIS anymore.
They're called ISIL.
Yeah, they're called ISIL, but they changed names to something else too. So, anyways, ISIS is also a band, a defunct band. It's also an Egyptian goddess. It's a lot of things. So I don't need to explain myself any further than that. Also, I didn't know that you guys could read it. I thought that it was far enough away that you couldn't read it.
All right, I just didn't want to get a whole bunch of hate mail to the Broses Before Roses at Gmail email account.
Our terrorist meetings of Bachelor.
Yeah, just put in the subject line, Michael hates America.
Well, on the upside, if
We'll
the
forward it to
FBI starts watching this, then more viewers.
One more viewer.
I took it off. There. I mean, I'm freezing cold now.
Ugh, Michael, you can't
Yeah.
take it off. Now, ironically, the terrorists have won.
I'm gonna put something else on. I'm so
Oh
cold.
yeah, show me them tattoos.
Leave me alone.
We're one step closer to seeing all of Mike's tats.
Yeah.
All right, so this is devolving very quickly. So moving along.
Megan from Weatherford, Texas, got kicked off. She was the one that came in with a horse. Huh? Go figure.
My favorite character of the evening. That horse was adorable.
The horse was
pretty
amazing.
adorable.
The horse came in and stood around with them in the living room. That's where I got to hand it to The Bachelor. They knew what viewers wanted.
And then it started stomping on one of the dresses of one of the girls, and then she started freaking out, and it started stomping even harder. It was amazing.
Yeah. You know how everybody's so catty in that room? They're like, oh, she's so fat. What is she wearing? Can you just imagine what they would be saying about the horse or what the horse was thinking about all of them? Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Look at them walking around on their 2 legs. Like they're all that.
What was
Oats.
her-
I want oats.
She was a.
That was basically all she was thinking.
Her occupation is just a cowgirl.
All right.
Which is all right. People can be cowgirls.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I think that's an unemployed thing, right?
No, there is an unemployed girl.
Yeah, there was. Was that Rachel?
That was Rachel.
Yeah.
She just said straight unemployed, which I respect.
She was the one that came up on the little Segway scooter thing, I think.
Yes.
That was stupid.
It was easy.
Can we just skip over Mandy because I think I hate her so much.
I think we briefly already talked about Mandy. Oh, she's the new Ashley S. And there's no reason why she's here except that I'm sure producers said, we get a couple of the picks, Ben, you have to keep Mandy.
Yeah.
Amanda said that she saw Mandy's audition video, and she said that it was actually really funny.
Is that? I think I know
What?
what that is. Is that the one where she's walking through the house and there's a bunch of dudes in her apartment?
Maybe, I don't know. Amanda didn't say anything about it.
If that
She
was
just,
it, it is hilarious.
I'm gonna
I was
ask her
looking.
right now. Amanda,
Okay.
was that one video? Was it the girl walking through a house with all the dudes? That was the audition video you liked? Yep. It's confirmed. I confirmed it.
So this is the advantage of recording remotely. You can just
Yeah.
go and fact check these things right now.
Can you
Right.
just go get? Can you just get Amanda and have her come in and recap the Bachelorette with you?
No, this is broses before roses, not hoses before roses.
That's the fire. That's the fireman recap.
Wait, we can edit that out before this goes live, right, Landon?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great, because I just called my wife a hoe.
That was a brilliant audition video, though. It was all one take, and she was
Uh-huh.
going through this apartment, and there's all these dudes lounging around, like looking like maybe she was dating all of them, and she was making pretty good, clever quips the entire tour through her apartment. I'm disappointed that it's Mandy because I had high hopes for whoever that was.
Yeah, she didn't come off well on this episode at all. She just came off as just kind of a weird idiot.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the worst things you could hope for. Weird idiot.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to call her. Were you impressed with her at all?
Not at all. But I think she's less crazy than they're making her out to be. I mean, like she had all that stuff about, oh, I'm from Portland and I'm weird and I'm quirky and all this other stuff. But then on the other hand, she's like a dentist. How crazy can you be? You're a dentist.
Oh, that was horrible when she gave Ben like a dental inspection.
Yeah.
That was awful. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways.
I mean, that's one of the benefits of showing up and being the Bachelor is you get free dental inspections.
It's true, I guess.
It's like, hey, so when I'm on the show, what's the benefits package? He's like, oh, you get free dental. It's gonna be Mandy though, as long as you keep her on the show.
It's like, oh, all right, well, done.
She made the final four.
Did she disinfect those tools before she stuck them in his mouth?
She was using them on the horse before.
Ah. Oh, wasn't the horse's name like Hubert or something?
Hubert the horse? Where did you get the horse's name?
I think somebody said it, but maybe not.
Maybe it was just something I dreamed.
I don't know.
Now, if the Bachelor was really having fun, they'd have the horse up on the contestants page, and its picture would be grayed out.
I agree.
You know what bummed me out about that was I mean, as much as I love mini horses, and I love mini horses or ponies or whatever that was, it was adorable. She should have rode up on a real horse. That would have been so much cooler.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole, like, bait and switch thing they were trying to do. Is like, oh, there's a doom-ba-doom-ba-doom. Yeah, but then it ends up being oh, look, it's a mini horse. Hee hee.
Yeah. That would have been much cooler, though. Anyways, Olivia is another one of mine that's in my top 3.
Sure, I mean, she's obviously set up for success, but here's the thing about old Olivia, is she just using it for the opportunity to advance herself? I mean, it was
100%.
Well,
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no other reason she's on that show.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, it was almost like she was almost being too obvious about it whenever she was talking to Ben and saying things like, I just took this major risk and I gave up this, pretty good career, but, this could be something great because I like to do other things like, travel and see different places, and maybe somebody would want to put me on a camera traveling and seeing different places, possibly for ABC or any of the Disney-owned networks.
Did I mention I could sing? La 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 la.
Yeah, it was a little too. It was just a little too. She was a little too aware, I think, of the situation.
Absolutely. She's definitely there to try and parlay that into some other gig. And she's going to stick around for a while, and she probably will. She'll probably get some sort of gig out of this. But, whatever. She's not going to find love, I can tell you that.
Mm-mm. Well, if you're not looking, it's not going to find you.
Like
Exactly.
most of the contestants, she will find love after the show is over with someone else.
Maybe.
After her popularity.
Yeah.
Right.
She's from Austin. I'm cool with her.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
is
she
she
seemed
from
fine.
Austin?
Yeah, she seemed fine. Well, she was a news anchor in Austin.
Yeah.
Ah, that's true. She's 5'8".
Mike, you're really good at reading these contestant bios.
Oh, no, I noticed that she was 5'8" on the show.
I see. I see.
She loves Titanic, Shawshank Redemption, and Anchorman.
Seems like pretty safe choices.
Yeah, I know. She's never gonna. Oh, she's gonna be awful to watch, actually. Ugh, I'm not into her. Anyways, now we go to the unemployed girl, Rachel.
Rachel from
I
Little
I,
Rock.
appl- I applaud them saying unemployed.
I do
You're
too.
not an enthusiast. Let's not talk about your your hobbies. You're not a pantrepreneur or anything like that. You are unemployed. Own it.
Yeah, she's just, I don't know. She just seems like some of these like questions on this profile is like favorite music. I don't know, everything. Usually just whatever's trending.
If you could be any animal, which one? I'm gonna go with Cookie Monster because I'm a sucker for good cookies. Does that count? Haha.
Cookie Monster is definitely a real answer. Definitely a real animal.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't like her.
pretty great.
Uh,
I just respect her just saying unemployed. I like that a lot.
Yeah, own it.
Exactly.
whoa.
That's
So
what it says on my application.
the next girl, Samantha, I don't remember her other than I thought she was like really super emotional too. But her hometown is New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
It's Smyrna.
New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
New Smyrna Beach, yeah.
That's a thing. People will admit that they live in that place.
That's
Yeah, it's the
definitely a
new-
place.
It's the new hip side from old Smyrna, where
Yeah,
the
you don't want to see old Smyrna. Ugh.
Oh my God, that sounds like a infection or something. Like you'll get Smyrna, and then you have to go to the doctor and get antibiotics.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
careful
just
in
get
those
anti-Smyrna.
Florida swamps. You get that Smyrna.
Wow.
Samantha, yeah, she's the one that they did the package on her, and her dad had like Lou Gehrig's disease, so it was like immediately
right.
emotional. But she also has that like, she's got like this raspy voice.
She does. She's got a horrible voice. It sounds like she's been screaming at Coachella for like 6 weeks and then comes on the show.
I didn't say it was horrible. I'm just saying it's very distinctive.
She has these very dark, black. I don't want to necessarily call them beady eyes, but they are almost
Raccoony?
all pupil,
Yeah.
and I feel like it looks into your soul. That makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
She's got them possum eyes.
Um,
As they call them in the South.
They call them in New Smyrna Beach.
she's an attorney. Oh, she's the one that said that she passed the bar on the way over there, which is bullshit. But
Yeah.
that was just that was a humble brag.
Hey, I passed the bar on the way over here too.
Ooh. That was the worst joke of the night.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I stopped in. I had 2 rum drinks.
This brings us to Shoshana, the Russian girl from Salt Lake City, Utah.
So Ben didn't have subtitles in his interaction with Shoshana, and I thought he did pretty well.
Well, yeah, I mean,
He was just agreeing with everything she was saying.
right.
He thought her name was Shauna.
Which it could be.
Yeah, he heard blah, 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 Shauna.
I get that. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, he just agreed and then she went in for the hug to close it out. And then I think after she walked away, he looked to the producers with like, hey, she speaks English, right? Right, guys? Just, this
It'd be
is
funny
like
if they were like on the side going, go.
That's a pretty ballsy move to go through your entire limo entrance without saying one word of English and then just walking away and not even letting him in on the joke or anything.
Yeah, for how many of them like come up with some stupid fool thing to do?
Right.
It seems like it's way cool and risky, I think.
Who was it? Was it Lace that just immediately walked up and had him catch her?
No, that was Kayla.
That was Kayla.
Okay, well, I've had that happen before where a girl has walked up and just immediately jumped up as if for you to catch her. And if your reflexes aren't good, it turns into a really awkward moment.
Yeah.
Or if your back isn't good, that turns into an even worse moment.
Yeah. So your first introduction is basically dropping her, and then neither party is happy.
Right.
Tiara's
That's,
gone, so we don't need to talk about Tiara.
I
Tiara
don't
was
even
the
remember
chicken lady.
Tiara. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't want to talk about her.
Well, good, because we don't have to.
Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about
We
her.
won't talk about her. We won't talk about what her chickens are and where they are.
You guys
I thought this
twisted
was
my arm.
I thought this was a particularly high moment for Bachelor production with the chickens' pictures in the frames, and then Ben's picture. I thought that was like awesome. I was very proud of him.
It was kind of creepy.
I thought it was great. I'm sad she's gone.
If she printed out the picture herself, it was very creepy. If Bachelor producers put it on the shelf next to all her chickens, then it's just kind of sad that she has that many chickens framed.
Wow.
She was also kissing her chickens. Am I wrong in thinking that that's really probably not wise to do?
I guess if she keeps the chickens, then she knows if they're clean or not, right?
I mean, I don't think you can really just. I mean, unless you have just bathed that creature, I don't think you can really know whether or not it's clean.
Well, I feel like if they're your chickens, I feel like you are the person who knows for sure that they are not clean animals, and no chicken is clean.
Yeah, no chicken is clean. I agree with that. No chicken is clean.
Hashtag.
So, I feel like
chicken is clean.
I feel like she's probably gonna do herself no favors in the future by continuing to kiss those chickens.
Yeah, you know who she's perfect for though? Mr. Chris Soules, who's single at the moment.
Ooh, and I bet you he's got some chickens.
They'd be a really good match.
Where's she from? Where does she live? Let's see.
She lives in. I think she's from Washington.
Yeah, Redmond, Washington. She's also 5'8". Just I know you guys were curious.
You guys,
just you don't want to click on the additional information, Mike, and you just read the height because it's the most easily accessible information on the bio.
For the first 5 or 6 girls that I looked at, I didn't notice the read more section, and so I was like, wow, they're really keeping these girls a secret, huh?
I did the same thing.
So I thought that it was just oh, here's their name, their age, their hometown, and their height, and that's it. That's all you get. You got to figure out the rest.
Everyone's a puzzle this season.
She likes rap, techno, and sometimes country. Huh.
When is that time? when is the right time?
Oh, man.
Well, on Shoshana's information, it doesn't really indicate that she's like a Russian person or knows Russian, except for in her. Let's see. I'm just double checking.
Oh, her favorite music. Part of her favorite music.
In her favorite music, it says it's deep house, EDM, and Russian.
Wow.
Other than that, it says nothing about the Russian thing.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. She says she played checkers with her grandpa. Hates bed bugs. Who likes bed bugs? There are freakos that like bed bugs, actually.
Yeah, bed bugs are no good. I'm with you, Shoshana.
You're really going out on a limb there, huh, Landon?
She's really, really making the controversial calls. Somebody has to.
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to make any controversial calls on who's going to win this thing?
Predictions.
Who's your? I mean, I already told you my top 3 is Olivia, Kayla, and Lauren B.
I do think Olivia is in the top. I think that. I think Amber could be dangerous.
Amber.
Did you just call her Hamber?
Amber. I disagree, but I respect your decision.
I just want her to find love, Mike.
I do too. I really, really like Amber, actually. I really like her, but she made some really poor choices on Bachelor in Paradise, but I think she's great.
Yeah. And then I'm not willing to make any other. I mean, not to just go with the 2 girls that I know of, but I do think Becca could be dangerous because, again, like I said, I think she kind of fades to the background and then comes up whenever she needs to. But yeah. I don't think she stands a candle to some of these girls here.
I like Becca. I like who's the other Olivia. But Lauren, the airline, the flight attendant.
Lauren B.
Yeah. Also, look out for Jennifer. Just watch out for Jennifer.
I'll watch. I'm watching.
Nobody sees her coming.
I think 2 other people to watch out for are Jackie and JoJo.
I don't think JoJo has a chance.
I think JoJo can make a deep run. I don't think she can win, but I think she can make a deep run.
What are you basing that on?
The preview of the season. You know, that's. I think that's pretty good evidence, right?
You know what? You're right. I stand by that.
You know, I'm gonna say look out for helicopter rides.
I saw the Hoover Dam guys, so we know we go there.
Ben's gonna make a deep run too. I think Ben's gonna stick around for a while.
What if the girls vote Ben off?
For Chris? Did they get Chris instead?
Oh, what if Nick shows up
Yeah, Nick will show up.
and they vote Nick over Ben?
Chris
What
will
do you-
show up. He'll drunk drive the limo up to the mansion, and
He'll ride his motorcycle up there.
Nick will pop out.
What did you think of Chris's little post credits? Mingling with the horse thing.
I thought it was fine.
Checks out.
I
Yeah.
thought he tried a little too hard.
The horse.
That horse was not natural at all.
Animals just never look natural on camera.
That's true. They don't.
They're horrible actors.
Poor horse.
Well, do we have anything else we need to add?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It looks like the girls, like, immediately right away they got all super emotional about not getting the first impression rose. They were all real mad that Olivia got the first impression rose, but there's not a single person there that could have gotten it, and then they would have been happy for them, right? Because that's just not the nature of this thing. So I was sort of like, thinking like, oh man, here we go. Like, it's really gonna be like rough this go round,
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tears this season, I think.
Is this any different from any other season?
No, but I mean, it just like they were immediately disappointed. Like, just went straight from zero to, very, very emotional about it. It's like a first impression rose. Who cares?
Yeah.
And to top it off, Lace, doing all the stuff that Lace did, like, it was ridiculous.
She's going to be gone soon, I think. I think Ben has already had enough of her shit.
I don't know. She might try to redeem herself and then hang out a little bit and
then
still
get
try to
drunk and then be
be a
stupid.
bad guy.
She's gonna make it as far as who was the sort of crazy girl last year that got left in the Badlands?
Which
I don't mean to quiz you guys. Amy.
was the one with the dead
Amy.
husband?
Was it
Wasn't
was it
Amy.
name Amy?
I think it was.
No,
Soon we forget.
the one with the dead husband. Is that
That's
the
right.
one?
Yes.
Yep.
No, it wasn't Amy.
Okay. Well, I would just like him to replicate that date this year with the two twins, and both twins go out and only one twin returns.
Kelsey Poe.
Kelsey.
Wow, I was way off.
Yeah, Amy's close.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was
like-
Kelsey and Ashley.
I would like to see a date where he's with the twins and then he places a dagger on the table and says, "One of you will leave this place. You decide."
And then walks out of the room.
And then he walks out of the room. Yeah.
One of you must permanently scar the other so I can tell you apart, and then I will choose the unscarred one.
That is my only requirement. You choose how far you go.
So this is I don't know. This is the beginning of a new journey for us too.
Yeah, it's true.
How do we feel about that?
I feel good about it. We won't do these live streams all the time, but whenever we can, it's nice to, I think. Obviously, we're catering to our, two or one person that's going to watch it.
The need for people to see us.
Yeah, of course, naturally. But, it's nice to be in the same room as well. So we'll do that also. But, we'll wait for this El Nino to pass out of here and then, be back in full strength.
If Mike survives up there in North Hollywood.
I'm curious to know what Jeff thought. So it'll be good to talk to him about this stuff. I think he's got a real level head.
Oh, I love Jeff. I love him.
Great. So, hey, follow us on Twitter. We got that going. That's what is it, Scott?
It's Broses Before Roses, but because that's too many characters, the before is the letter B and the number 4.
Got it. Broses B4 Roses. Tweet at us and do all that stuff. And yeah, anything else, Scott?
No, I don't know why you thought that I might have something else.
I'm just going to each of you.
Well, don't look at me.
Why'd you go to Scott first?
Well, I just thought maybe. Okay, Mike?
I got nothing.
Great. Good deal. We got it. Cool. Well, that's it. The first round's in the books. Let's get these women roses and get them out of here.
We'll learn some names by next week.
Yeah, maybe.
Is this gonna go on the iTunes also or no?
Oh yeah. All of it's going everywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah. You betcha.
That's great news.
Isn't it? Great. Well, thanks, guys.
Okay, I love you.
Hey, love you, buddy.
Okay, bye.